Do what must be done. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
Hello there, this is Darth Melvin, leader of the Knights of Melvin. The Acolyte episode 3 was trash. Some are saying it's the worst Star Wars show ever. It may be, but did you watch Ahsoka? The Obi-Wan Kenobi show? The Book of Boba Fett? This episode is a complete abomination and should completely destroy Disney Star Wars for anyone that still cares and anyone that still thinks it's legitimate. Disney Star Wars is fake Star Wars. The Acolyte was made for fake fans.
I love when Star Wars is weird and gay, so I thought it was great.
Here is my review for episode 3. The episode opens up in a trippy forest, man.
Now it's time to get super duper high. You got that bong I got you in Tel Aviv?
Bar mitzvah, hit it up, dude.
Whoa, man, whoa. This episode is a flashback 16 years ago when shit went down. And we're going to find out why May is big mad at the Jedi.
Always one, born as two. As above sits the stars, and below lies the sea. I give you you, and you give me me.
Gay!
Soul is spying on the two girls. The Jedi are aware of the witches. How do they know this? Why are they interested in taking these kids?
I don't know. Who cares?
A while ago it came out the Acolyte hired a sex coordinator for the show. I knew this was going to be a lesbian-heavy episode, and I was down to see a little action. A little female vagina slap. Oh, lick my pussy!
Any sign of the visiting Jedi? None. Her scouts, they moved their ship inland.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're so good.
Oh, yes. I am the best, baby.
I told you this planet would be safe haven for our country.
Oh, that was a
It's
tit.
not going
That
to
is a
stay
tit.
safe
Yes.
If Osha keeps running away.
Oh, you're so big.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right, baby.
Like we've been saying for years, Leslye Headland was going to insert her identity politics into this show. The lesbian witches run by Mother Adesanya have been outcasted for being lesbians.
The galaxy is not a place that welcomes women like us. Witches who have the abilities we do. You and your sister are special, Osha. I want you to stay special.
The lesbian witches call the Force the thread.
All living things are connected by the same thread. A thread woven through all of existence.
Apparently, it's some sort of Instagram social media Mark Zuckerberg safe space that censors anything that might be remotely bigoted.
Some call it a force and claim to use it. But we know the thread is not a power you wield.
Oh, really?
This isn't about good or bad. This is about power and who is allowed to use it. The thread is not a power you wield. You're a very powerful girl.
The girls are powerful. They use the Force. The Jedi don't want the witches to use their power. So you have a major contradiction with this line of dialogue from Mother Adesanya.
Oh man, I made the champion mad with his fucking frosted tips and his gay little watch. Oh no!
May and Osha get taught a lesson on how to post on Thread.
Girls.
And this is just horrible child acting. It's not believable they're pushing each other. This is terrible directing. It's all throughout this episode. The twins are set to go through Ascension, and Osha doesn't want to do it. She wants to be a Jedi for some reason. She doesn't want to be like her sister. There's very little backstory here. There's very little development of the characters. and that falls directly on Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant, Leslye Headland.
Hello. Hey, yo. What's up? Nothing, B. Just watching the Acolyte, having a bud. What's up with you? Nothing. Watching the Acolyte, having a bud. True.
Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant! Personal assistant!
Yo, who's that? Yo, pick up the phone. Hello?
Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant!
Yo, where's Melvin? Yo, Melvin!
Yo.
Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant!
Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant!
Hold on. Hello?
Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant!
So what's up, B? Watching the Acolyte, having a bud. True.
Check it out. Potential lesbians leaving the building. They're getting naked.
Lesbians?
Did you say lesbians? Hot lesbians.
Power of one. The power of two.
The power of Disney.
The power of one. The power of two.
The power of Disney. The power of Disney. This might be the most disturbing scene in all of Disney Star Wars, based on the realism of the LGBTQ satanic cult, which has an agenda to groom children. May and Osha are the only children in this coven.
I carried them. I created them. And what happens if the Jedi discover how you created them?
It's revealed that they were conceived by the Force through some sort of lesbian witch scissoring.
I told you I manifested this! I manifested this!
Mother Adesanya created the two girls, and her Zabrak wife carried them. This is all the information we have on this process, but what we do know is May and Osha are expected to lead this coven of witches in the future. There's going to have to be more babies conceived through the Force, and it's pretty obvious May and Osha will play a part in it. We don't know what age they might do this ritual, but it's implied at some point they will scissor with a current witch in the coven. This is a clear case of grooming. It's disgusting, and the Disney shills love this episode.
I love when Star Wars is weird and gay, so I thought it was great.
That is because they are okay with this behavior. They vote for a guy that sniffs children. They approve of Drag Queen Story Hour. They want to decriminalize MAPS, minor attracted persons. They also are obsessed with Grogu.
Yord is a handsome man. Oh, yes. Very handsome.
I thank you for choosing me for this mission.
Okay.
Osha and myself, I apologize for my error.
Don't apologize.
5 minutes. I will redeem myself.
Absolutely no need to apologize.
That's one way to look at it. May and Osha are being groomed by a lesbian cult to procreate with the Force. Another way...
This is a coven of exclusively women that includes trans women. So you cannot have a father and still exist from this setting. You can still have kids there.
I think we saw everyone in the coven. No one appeared to really look like a man. This is clearly a bunch of lesbians scissoring with each other. But whatever.
Canon is always changing, that's the wonderful thing. And canon can be whatever you want it to be.
The Jedi break in and interrupt the grooming ceremony. They are determined to take the kids away from the lesbian coven of witches.
I think in the bigger, broader sense, it's very much what Obi-Wan tells Luke. That, you know, it binds us all together. It connects us to one another. I'm like, if the coven and the Jedi just sat down and had a little chat, they'd probably get along.
This guy calls himself Star Wars Explained. What does he mean the Jedi would get along with the witches? They know what the witches are doing. It doesn't align with the ways of the Jedi. It doesn't align with the light side of the Force.
If you want your Padawan returned to his right mind, I suggest you all leave. Now.
Oh, the Sith use the Force just like the Jedi. They would get along if they sat down and had a drink together. Oh, I'm sex-plained. Oh, Molly, shove the Lego out my butthole. Molly, shove it up there right now. Sex-Plain looks even more like an idiot because he doesn't think manipulating the Force to create life is a dark side power. That it's not unnatural.
The only thing they did that was dark side to me was take over Torben's mind. Once the Jedi were kind of threatening to take Osha away.
He even downplayed the major criticism of this episode, the complete destruction of Anakin Skywalker's character.
But like everyone got all up in arms about the Chosen One and Anakin and stuff, and I'm like, we don't even know the truth yet. Like, everyone calm down. She says the twins have no father. It's like, that's what she's telling the Jedi. But who knows? I do think something mystical and weird is happening.
Well, when it's just Mother Anastasia and Coral talking, Mother Anastasia is like, I created them, and Coral's like, I carried them. That wasn't them talking to the Jedi.
Right. But Sophia, what would...
Molly Damon is a fake fan, doesn't even know what an acolyte is, had to correct him.
What is an acolyte?
So it's like an apprentice in training.
Right. I think it's...
But it's being... Is it... So it's got to be a secret to whoever the Sith Master is, right? When you said not quite a Sith, all I thought of was that maybe May would break out into song and we'd get a musical episode.
That felt like a musical number.
Yeah. I love when Star Wars is weird and gay.
And Sex-Plained still downplayed all of the Anakin comparisons.
The idea that something is introduced, and because it was Anakin, now that concept can never be used again, is so limiting, and I don't understand it.
The Disney shills know this episode was bad. That's why some didn't do their watch parties or reactions. They looked bored and didn't say much during the episodes. Because they know this completely ruined Star Wars.
Ironic.
They have also been groomed, and they shill unconditionally for Disney Star Wars. Because hey, they get Acolyte blankets.
Look at this thing. Oh, that's awesome. This is actually really soft.
And they invite you to Lucasfilm where you get sodomized by Dave Filoni. The girls get tested by the Jedi, and it's a complete ripoff of The Phantom Menace. They're trying to make her into the next Anakin. They're trying to make her Rey 3.0. And the fact that the Jedi are even interested in training these kids is completely ridiculous. They are too old and have attachments. They literally did not want to train Anakin, the Chosen One, yet they're going out of their way to recruit these kids? Osha decides she's going to leave the lesbian coven of witches and train with the Jedi. And then Mother Adesanya meets with the other witches, and they're discussing, are they going to let this happen?
This test has two outcomes. A pass or a fail. If they pass, the girls leave.
It's time to lick my coochie. Oh, it's extra dry today, and I didn't shave it too. We're just gonna take a little more saliva and lubrication to really get the scissoring going.
I'll kill you.
May is completely triggered by the whole thing and appears to start a fire. She becomes an even more unlikable character, and somehow the entire place burns down, and all the witches that appear to be super powerful, that are able to scissor and use the Force to create life, they're all dead. Sol is able to rescue Osha. He thinks May is dead, and they take her to Coruscant. At this point, it's incredibly stupid, but it appears there will be more added to this event later, and I will talk about it more when it does. The Woke-alite episode 3 was trash. It's woke garbage. No real Star Wars fan supports this show. No real Star Wars fan is looking forward to any future Disney Star Wars projects. Disney needs to pay for what they've done to this IP. Become a Knight, subscribe to the channel, join the Knights of Melvin Discord, help plot to take down Disney and all their shills.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the shills. At last we will have revenge.
Damn well sure we'll avenge it.
Dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.